Okay, so our next oil I have here is the lovely Peppermint. So Peppermint is a really, really refreshing blend. I love to use this if I'm feeling a bit of a slump in the afternoon. You can either diffuse it with some wild orange or just breathe it out of the bottle. I also love to use this. I've mentioned previously in two of my other videos, I add it to lemon and lavender and diffuse it for seasonal support, and I am also happy to take them internally. If you do it, it's up to you. You need to do your research, as I say so many times. And if I get a sinus headache, I just take a drink of that and it gives me relief. And I cannot take Panadol. It sends me to sleep, which I know sounds ridiculous because it's Panadol and it shouldn't make you drowsy, but for me personally, I can't take it. Peppermint is amazing for ants. We still do have a really bad ant problem, and we can't get our house sprayed at the moment because we are getting renovations done and it's not worth it. So luckily now they don't come so much, but we had ants which would come into my daughter's cot because she will only drink her drink in bed. So she drinks the milk, goes to sleep, and in that time that she's in there, sometimes I forget and don't grab a bottle out straight away, and I'll go in and there'll be ants all over it. So before she went to bed at night, I'd spray around the edge of the cot with peppermint. And I know that babies, you shouldn't use peppermint, and I'm letting you know that as well. I didn't spray it on her. I sprayed it around the base of the cot before she went to bed, a few hours before. So I'm quite happy to do that. It's your choice to whether you do it or not. It's the menthol in it that they don't like us to use on little kids because it can decrease the respiratory rate. So say they've got a cold or something, they might already be struggling to breathe. So use with caution. And we tend to err on the side of caution and say don't use this for kids under 2. Yeah, so I'm happy using that for that instance. As I said, I spray it around the base and the ants just didn't come, which was amazing. Or some other uses, I have added this with, like usually I would use Digest-Zen for tummy upset, but at one point I did use it just before being sick, and the smell I couldn't tolerate for a little while after. So I'm already a bit averse to, what's it called? Licorice smell, and that's the smell that you get from Digest-Zen. So I just used this with a little bit of lemongrass and rubbed it to my tummy, and it was amazing. Really, really good. What are some other uses? Really good, as I said, for headaches, if you want to just dilute it and pop some on the back of your neck, or add it with lavender and lemon and use it as a headache blend. We also have Past Tense, which is an amazing headache blend. I tend to just pop that on my hairline. I find it stings my skin too much. It must be the peppermint in it. It's really, really strong. So I put it on my hairline and that sort of stops that. Good for bad breath as well. So especially, like, I love to drink coffee. I can't always brush my teeth. So if I just have this in my bag, I have my coffee, I don't put a drop in my mouth. I find it too strong. I just rub my finger on the top and just put it on the soft palate in my mouth, and that is enough refreshing for me. Be careful with using this if you're breastfeeding. Just do your research. It is said that it can decrease your milk supply. So just note that when you're using oils, you need to know what you can and can't use when you're breastfeeding, when you're pregnant. But you should know that. It's all about doing your own research. I'm very, very into that. What else? I think that's it for peppermint. Oh, one other thing I did when I was on holidays, we were in a caravan, had my diffuser with me, of course, all my oils came. We went out west. As you can imagine, there was flies everywhere. I was diffusing peppermint in the van. Not one fly was inside. And my partner at the time said to me, I'm sick of that, can you please stop it? And I said, well, it's stopping the flies from coming in. He didn't believe me. I was outside and the flies were all around the door, ready to come in, but they just couldn't because of the smell. Turned it off. Lo and behold, van was covered in flies, and he then asked me to turn it back on again. So doTERRA for the win. Peppermint for the win.